All right, this is the first slide, right? So kind of like what I want to be able to take people through is to understand that things have changed rapidly in marketing. Like, in the last few years, it's just been insane, all the different things that are available that you have to think about. We kind of went from a non-digital age to a digital age with websites and email and landing pages, blah, 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 social media. But now we're at this kind of mobile phase, right? Which, of course, the iPhone and Androids, they're not that old, right? I mean, we had text before, but we were on SMS, with a flip phone, and you weren't typing words, you were typing letters, and, sometimes taking 3 buttons to type a letter. And now we're kind of moving into intelligent engagement, where you're hearing things like AI, chatbots, things that, give you the impression that a person's there, but it's really the computer doing it, what's coming next. But regardless, when we look at mobile is encompassing all of these things. Okay. Even things like, your print, things like even your boarding passes and stuff. Hey, where'd you go, lady? There you are. Oh, she's taking a phone call. Oh, you're on mute.
I'm good.
Now you're not.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was them calling back. So apparently she had to go run an errand, and he's with a patient. So go ahead and run through this really quick. I will save it for myself. I actually think I have these slides somewhere.
You do, but I've made modifications, and
Great.
and I like my own stuff, like my own flow, right? So you can do the same thing.
We all do. Yes. Okay, go.
So mobile has, really encompasses all these things now. People are looking at websites on their phone, which means websites need to be mobile optimized. Landing pages. If you're doing coupons, people want that on their phone. They don't want to have to carry around something, in their wallet. So all of these things really are about the mobile environment. And when we look at, the behavior of people today, this is what the world has become. It doesn't matter what age you are, old, young, married, looking at your phone in bed. We're connected in ways that, never before in the history it has been like this. So you need to be able to work with people in the environment of today's age. And if you're not, you're missing out on a tremendous amount of opportunity. So when we look at mobile's, dominance, we're talking about all these things, right, that I was going through before. All these things have been either have to be mobile optimized so that people can relate and engage with their mobile device, or at least needs to be converted over, to something. So, that's why Facebook has an app. They're not making you go to their mobile friendly website, right? They're using an app. So we have to connect with people in a way that's familiar. So how do we as a business use mobile marketing? Well, the first thing we need to understand is that SMS is the number one form of communication today. It's not phone calls. It's not Facebook. And to be fair, Facebook Messenger actually is up here, in terms of deliverability. But remember, you have to be a Facebook customer. And there's a lot of people not on Facebook, right? There's other platforms that people are with, especially the younger generation. But the one thing that's in common is that everybody has a mobile phone. Everyone has access to text. Everybody's texting. Not everybody's Facebooking, not everybody's Instagramming, tweeting, emailing, etc. So we need to be here. And so with text marketing, why is it so advantageous? Well, first of all, it's very easy and convenient. You text a keyword to 26786, right? And presto, you get an instant response. It's a great way to capture leads and engage leads. It has nearly 100% deliverability. The only reason it wouldn't be delivered is if it was filtered out for some reason, which, not a spam filter, but because of some other reason. And also if you had the phone number wrong, right? If it's not a mobile number, if it's a home number, for example, a landline, right? But if you have a text number, there isn't a junk folder on someone's phone to filter out spam. But this is the key. 95% open rates within 15 minutes on average. Okay, that is key. And in today's environment, where people want information now and they want to deal with it now, this is critically important, right? And for follow-ups. So this is where I was going to have them text Trilogy to 26786.
Nice.
And,
yes.
Right. And anybody can do it at any time, anywhere, right? Okay, so when we talk about text marketing and how we can take advantage of it, where are we putting our banner? Text Trilogy to 26786, right? Signage, the beacons, social media, websites, radio and TV, right? A lot of doctors love to do radio, and text opt-in on a radio is by far number one. So you can, and when using a short code like 26786, they can hear the commercial saying, hey, text Trilogy to 26786. That's Trilogy to 26786. 26786, right? It's very easy to remember. Anywhere outdoors. Direct mail campaigns, table tents at, events or restaurants. If you're a restaurant owner, that table tents are great for them. Here's a fitness facility that just has a display ad that they might put out, in an acrylic frame somewhere. Or, for our doctor guy, people are in his waiting room and they're sitting there. And maybe they're interested in something, but they don't want to go up and take a pamphlet. There's other people there. They can privately opt in to get more information about something else while they're there, right, in the waiting room. And we know that we're actually working with some doctors now where they're actually doing some things where they'll have the person opt in for communications. And we're not HIPAA compliant, by the way, but you'll see you can use MindMe to get people onto a HIPAA compliant form. So rather than have them fill out paperwork, which has them putting their name in 50,000 times, they can opt in, route them to a HIPAA compliant form, fill out all their stuff. Now, what have you done? You now have 26786 on their phone as a text thread where you can build autoresponders and other communications that go to them. And remember, while they're on a text thread, and you remember this from the other day, Sherry, that they can reply with another keyword and get more information, right? So, that's the beauty. Mobile landing pages. Once they get their response, we can put a link in, and then we can route them to another mobile landing page that we have the ability to customize at any time, that we can change on the go. It's very hard to change a website. It's very easy to change a mobile landing page, right? So as an example, here's example landing pages that you can create. And the whole purpose is to engage, right? Call to action, direct somebody who you now have their undivided attention. And of course, this can trigger instant notifications to whoever's involved so that you can immediately reach out to your prospects. And why is that important? Because there was a study done by Leads 360 that basically says that your speed of response to acquiring a new lead, you have a 23 times greater chance to convert to a sale if you can follow up within the first 1 to 2 minutes. This is what it looks like today. And this is what, by the way, mobile marketing has done to consumers. We're not creating this. This is just the result of the shift in marketing and consumer behavior that's gone on over the last 5 to 10 years. Is that, I mean, look at this. And this is almost like a bad graph, because look, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 24 hours.
That's
so what
amazing. That is incredible.
This is 1 minute versus 24 hours. If you 23 times greater chance. So that means if I have a lead and I follow up in a minute or 2 minutes, I have a 23 times greater chance to convert that lead to a sale. If I call back even an hour later, forget about 24 hours, even an hour later, the lead is getting much older. So
that's where those autoresponders come in critically.
Absolutely. And if you look at this, I mean, if this was a graph that was true to scale, it would look like this. That's what it would look like if it was done to scale. If 1 to 3 minutes was in this little section here, right? And 24 hours is here, because the difference between, an hour and 24 hours is this little incline, but here is 1 to 3 minutes. So that's just, that's just an amazing thing. Why? Because we're involved in so many things. People want what they want now, not an hour from now. Now they've budgeted the time. All right. So we talk about marketing automation, and what you talked about is the autoresponders and how important that is, right? So in addition to the initial greeting that goes out instantaneously to further engage, right, within seconds, you can also program MindMe to deliver via text message additional communications. And these can go out minutes, hours, days, months, weeks, months into the future. The one thing you want to be careful of is that with SMS, it is extremely powerful. That means you can't blast people left and right, because then they'll opt out and you'll lose that special connection. You do have to exercise a degree of respect for this power. I say that not lightly. And you want to make sure that each message really does have a purpose and fits to what they're looking for, right? So if we can deliver autoresponders based on what their interest is, because they've replied to a certain keyword or they've clicked a certain button in a mobile page, because that's available, by the way, Sherry. If the custom field is in the next, the next big release that we're going to have in a couple of weeks. But until then, you can have buttons, custom buttons on the mobile page that says click the button with, that interests you. You can establish a tag for that button. And now that button, which basically says, hey, I'm interested in this, can set off, a chain reaction of a specific autoresponder sequence, not an autoresponder sequence, right? Because now tags are lit. Okay, you're with me.
Yeah, I am totally with you. And that's exactly what doctor's offices, clinics are looking for, because they have so many different things that are going on in their office. Like with Trilogy, it will be a lot geared towards stem cell. And there's a lot of information that needs to be gathered there. So we can engineer that to be exactly what that one client is looking for.
Exactly.
Bombarding that.
So, we're capturing leads via text opt-in, mobile page opt-in, designing mobile landing pages, and all along the line, we're essentially categorizing and organizing our contacts, right? So that they're more meaningful to us. So to the extent that we can do that and incorporate custom fields on our page to get exact information that we want, you know, we're essentially in the CRM space now as well. We're helping people manage that information. And then, of course, the other big feature component that we have here is really promotions and loyalty. And as you know, there's really intense loyalty programs, and we're going to get there. You know, we're going to have an intense one. You know, we're just evolving there, but we have it now in ways. So as an example, we have digital offers where you can deliver a special opportunity or savings or something to a customer, and you can track which customers are using your offers. So with respect to their purchases on offers that they're redeeming in our system, you can reach out to your most frequent customers and extend loyalty benefits to them. So in a way, you know, MindMe also has sort of a built-in loyalty program, because the analytics that we're storing, tracking, and what we're maintaining as part of having an active account with us is a knowledge base, so that you can effectively communicate with your audience based on, you know, their particular interactions with you.
And that is going to be very important, simply because now anybody that has any campaign or program going out there, they want those analytics. That has been a huge thing with me, is to be able to convert what we're seeing there into the next thing that this patient may need, and you know, get them going with stem cell or you know, the weight loss, or you know, whatever it is that is being offered. That I love that part of this. The analytics is huge.
So you know, when our company originated, we were exclusively, you know, a text platform. But you know, my partner, as you know, he's a visionary, and he's had you know, and we still haven't gotten to where we want to be in terms of the full vision, but you know, we're jumping leaps and bounds. You know, I think we've doubled our features in 2018 alone. So when you look at MindMe, we are a contact management application that performs text marketing, the #1 form of communication in the world. We allow you to develop mobile pages that can be changed on the fly. We allow you to have automation so that you can build, set it, and forget it. And we allow you to offer promotions to, you know, to your customers. I mean, that's what we've become. And then, of course, as you know, once you know, because our clients are, you know, on what we call V1, version 1 platform, we are far along on our new platform, which will have everything you've seen, but we're going to be incorporating, you know, new advanced features. So as an example, first of all, you know, a faster system, right? A more modern design, right? Still easy to use, but a modern design with more options, incorporating not only text, but email as well as voice campaigns, giving our clients the ability to do polls and surveys and downloads and RSVPs, which are very specific functions. Lots of advanced marketing automation, right? So we're not just talking about sending out an autoresponder, but rather, if somebody responds in this way, what should we do next, right? Which is not a capability of the existing platform, but you know, is a little bit more work to do there. But, you know, that's where we're headed. Being able to utilize our list, interest, and tags for contact management, we're taking that, you know, further steps with our next platform. Being able to obviously capture leads through text, web, but also now a companion app that is going to be accompanying version 2. We talked about digital offers, and we're at the beginning stages of being able to provide loyalty. And then conversations and being able to utilize social media. We plan to integrate with Facebook Messenger. You know, Facebook Messenger is number 2 in the world as a form of communication. We're number 1. So imagine the power of MindMe if we're taking advantage of the top 2 communication platforms, right? And then, of course, you know, being able to work on the go as well as at your desk. And here's a little screenshot of our mobile app, which is exciting. So this is what version 2 is going to look like, and here's the app that goes along with it. You know, that's it. That is the